What's up, everybody? I'm the Mana Dork. I don't have a catchphrase, but what I do have is another standard 8 rare deck for you. Today, we're starting with the Nurturing Pixie from Thunder Junction. White for a 1/1 flyer that when it enters the battlefield, we can return up to one target non fairy, non land permanent to our hand. If a permanent was returned this way, put a +1/+1 counter on it. So we're going to run this with a bunch of things that have come into play effects so that we can recycle those. And we're going with a attack your hand plan. So we've got Hopeless Nightmare. We've got Skullcap Snails. And we've got, there he is, Unscrupulous Agents. To compound this discard, we're also going to run 2 Dreams of Steel and Oil. Even though a lot of this isn't discard, it's exile, it's still what we want because it's going to restrict the opponent's options. And then our big hitter of the deck, the Graveyard Trespasser, even though there's not going to be stuff in the graveyard as often for him to eat, the ward of discarding a card, oftentimes they're not going to be able to do it, or he's going to be another, he's going to 2-for-1 them out of their hand. So he works well with the rest of what we've got going on. But man cannot live by discard alone. So we've also got 2 Shrouded Shepherd to adventure and deal with tokens, as well as be a body. We've got 2 Loran of the Third Path to deal with artifacts and enchantments. We've got 2 Extraction Specialists to get back and reuse a bunch of these guys that we've got. In particular, the Nurturing Pixie, because the Specialist will return the Pixie, and then the Pixie can make us pick up the Extraction Specialist. Not only will it get the +1/+1 counter, not only will we get out from under the Extraction Specialists restricting us from using that creature to attack and block, but we've got the Extraction Specialist back in our hand so that we can go back and get something else. Or, next time they deal with our Pixie, we Specialist, bring back out the Pixie, and we've got an eternal creature, more or less. Rounding out the deck, we've got some removal in the form of 3 Bitter Triumph, 1 Go for the Throat, and 4 Tithing Blade, which is another thing that we can pick up with our Pixie. And then we've got our lands, which is going to be 8 Plains, 10 Swamp, 4 Forlorn Flats, that's a mouthful, 2 Scoured Barrens, 2 Fields of Ruin. And that's our deck. Alright, I'm going to go find an opponent. That'll give you a chance to find the like and subscribe, and I'll see you over there. That's a no black mana hand. That looks a lot better. Send back the snail. Start clearing out the hand. See what they're working with. Buried in the Garden, Kami War. Goodbye to the Cornucopia. Cornucopia again. Oh my goodness. You are a fortunate guy. Or gal. Or whatever you... Whoever you are. Right. Strip that hand a little more. The question is going to be, what did they draw, and are they going to Kami War, or they're going to Invasion of Arcavios? They're going to go learn something. What you going to go find? Outrageous robbery. See what we can strip out of their hand. All right. Strip that hand a little more. Now that we don't have to worry about the sunfall. You got all the cornucopias. And nothing to play using them. Send everything. All right, they're going to spider. We can put up top. Tithing Blade seems like a good thing. Goodbye to your dude. Get him for 5. Another 5. Just kidding, it's 6. What do they draw? Nothing that'll save them. I did. This looks good. Tell me your secrets. All right. See what we can strip out of that hand. All right, reanimation spell number 1 is gone. Let's clear out something else. Reanimation spell number 2. Make a Trespasser to try and hurry up this clock a little. Submit 0. We got amending. What are we drawing? What are we pitching? Alright, get back the Wanderer. Make me get rid of everything except for that little 1-drop dude, or 1-power dude. But that's going to clear out that. Pass it back. Pixie it back to our hand. Clear out another card. That Breach of the Multiverse is mighty scary. Let's hope it's not a land and we draw some other way to clear out their hand. Liliana, so be it. All right, no land. No landy land. No land. Of course, we draw land, which we've got a whole bunch of not relevant at the moment. Get the Nightmare going. One with the multiverse in the bin. Opponent has a whole mess of scary stuff over there. All right. Once during each turn, you may play a spell from your hand or top of the library without paying its mana cost, which is going to be the Breach, which is probably going to do it for us because they probably got something spicy over here. Yeah, we got no answer to Kaya. Exile that thing. Yeah, we're going to give it to him. All right, let's run it. Show me your secrets. Familiar. All right. So let's double Nightmare. And get rid of some lands. Yeah, we'll Trespasser and press the advantage. At least I think it's an advantage, but they're going to have to pitch a card to virtue it. And hopefully we've done enough damage to their hand. If that's going to be detrimental. So activate the Nightmare. And keep those where they are. Deal with the snail. What was that? It was a cemetery desecrator. All right. Pass it back again. Herd migration. Go find an island. Don't think we want creature removal. That guy. Get in for 3. Take something else out of their hand. That was luck, right? Yep. Make your own luck. And they top deck into. All right. We'll give it to them. All right, we're on the play. We can keep this. Hopefully they're a little bit creature heavy of a deck because we've got 3 removal spells. Green, red. All right. Strip something out of their hand. Inside source. All right. What else you got hiding up there? I have to get rid of the other inside source because that's 2 bodies. And then the other guys are both, don't bring any tokens with them. So we can just 1 for 1. Blade. And a Nightmare. And they pitch a land and we get in for 2. They're thinking. This guy costs 3. All right. We'll take the 3. Strip something out of their hand. Get in for 2. Land. What's that last card, opponent? They're going to blow up our things. So we will blow up their thing. That's enough. Yeah, this looks good. I'm very tempted just to take the scene of the crime and try and screw them on mana. I know we'll take the synthesizer. And we'll start stripping their hand. This you can pay 1 and tap it to tap creature control. So they need a creature for that to make colored mana. So we will be safe from the No More Lies for the moment, as well as from the blades, the spring-loaded saw blades, that's what they're called. Now we got a white mana, and we got a synthesizer. Oh no. That was fortunate for them to draw another one. See what they get rid of. Alright. So now all we need is to draw 2 Lorans in a row, and maybe we can stick this out. And of course, against the artifact deck, we have our 1 of Go for the Throat. Opponent is thinking. Thinking, and attacking. No, we're not going to block. And what else you got, opponent? They're looking at our Pixie. They're going to march it. Alright, we'll get that saw blades out of their hand. And see if we can race them now. That is the creature land, alright. No blocks. Now we get, that helps. Get that 4/4 out of there. Unless they decide to activate their anchorage in response, and then we can go for the throat that. Alright. Come over for 2. Pass it back. What is in your hand, opponent? I'm dying to find out. That is an Urza Lord Protector. Let's go ahead and get him out of there. Thought we had to do it in the bin. No, we'll go ahead and do this though. What's next, Mr. Machine Man? 3 steps ahead and you got another synthesizer, and oh my goodness. Does not look good for the home team, especially when you put 2 on top. That helps a little bit. No attacks. Firing up the anchorage. No blocks. Gain a life. See if maybe we can race them. That's going to be 7 coming at us, right? All right. We go down to 2. Everybody gets a card. And I think that does it. That did it. And that's our deck. What did I think of it? Well, when it worked well. When we were able to get a quick start and then press the advantage, deck worked very well. But as soon as we stumbled, as soon as the opponent was able to gain some footing, most of our spells are smaller impact, and whatever the opponent had turn 5, 6, 7 went way over the top of whatever we were trying to do at the same time. So I've got to figure out something to counteract that, something more of a late game for the deck. So we still got a little bit of work to do. Well, if you're still here, thanks for making it to the end of the video. I appreciate you taking the time to hang out and watch me play some games. Feel free to leave a comment if you like what you saw or if there's anything you'd like to see me do differently. Don't forget to like the subscribe and button the smash or whatever it is you do to show that you appreciate the video. Thanks again for joining me today, and I'll see you in the next one.